These two are gonna win the World Cup 2026 together, aren't they? This was me after I found out that PSG 2025 are following the very pattern that Bayern 01, Milan 05, Barcelona 09 and Dortmund 2013 followed to reveal the World Cup final. In the 21st century, every time we've had a World Cup, the Champions League the year before had its fingerprints all over it. From Bayern Valencia foreshadowing Germany in the World Cup final 2002, to Milan Liverpool setting the stage for Italy France in 2006, Barcelona United before Spain Netherlands in 2010, and Bayern Dortmund guaranteeing Germany in the final in 2014. It's like the Champions League is whispering the future before the World Cup has even started. But this isn't magic, it's just momentum, because club dominance often reflects international readiness. And in 2025, Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola, after winning the Champions League, will likely be in the World Cup final in 2026. Unless Italy pull off a miracle, which isn't to say they haven't done that before, but very unlikely. The reason France feels like an obvious pick is because they've got the deepest overlap in Champions League players and World Cup starters. But you could say this is survivorship bias, because what about 2017 when Real Madrid played Juventus and the World Cup next year didn't feature either of those nations? Or even Man City Chelsea in 2021, 2022 didn't feature England. Maybe that's because another pattern kicked in. Weirdly, the manager who loses the Champions League final the year of the World Cup, their home nation loses the World Cup final that summer. Top Müller lost, and Germany lost the World Cup final. Wenger lost and France lost the World Cup final. Van Gaal lost and Netherlands lost the World Cup final. And Simeone lost, one of two Argentinian managers in the Champions League that year, and Argentina lost the World Cup final that year. In 2018 and 2022, Klopp lost the Champions League final, and Germany were nowhere to be seen, so maybe that trend paused. But if it returns, next year's Champions League finalists might hint at who will lose the World Cup final. So if France feels inevitable, who joins them? Maybe Spain, if the holders of the Champions League lose the final next year, Man City or Real Madrid potentially. With no Brazilian or Argentinian managers in the Champions League next year, maybe their nations miss out on the final completely despite it being hosted in the Americas. Italy would tick both boxes if Enzo Maresca guides Chelsea to the Champions League final and loses. Personally, I think we'll see France v Spain, Yamal v Doué, as the pattern foretold. Because for PSG, history isn't just hinting, it's shouting at us.